Yeah, nah, Steve. I know you got room to work with already, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dave, as a matter of fact, we have worked. All right. You know, market-based pricing. We had this conversation really at meet and greet. I told you we priced our vehicles to market, and we were almost always going to be at or below the market, correct?
Yeah.
And I asked you if you had looked at other websites, and you said yes.
Yes.
And I said, well, the fact that you're here must mean A, we have the right vehicle, and B, our price had to be fairly attractive.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you how attractive this price is, okay? This isn't car talk. This isn't me talking. This is Edmunds.com. You're familiar with them?
I've heard of it.
A very consumer-driven website,
Mm-hmm.
coupled with IC Cars, which is another consumer-driven outfit. This is a study they've done over the last 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
82% of people buying new vehicles, Jeeps, Hondas, Chevrolets, whatever, 82% are paying over MSRP. The average amount they're paying over is almost $4,000, but that doesn't tell half the story, because when it comes to Jeep Gladiators, this is nationwide. People are paying almost $10,000 over MSRP. So this MSRP right here is literally discounted almost $10,000. Okay, that right there, and pick a payment.
Those payments are a little bit too high, Steve.
Okay. If you're telling me they're a bit too high, you need to help me out. Which cash down amount is going to work best for you?
None, and that payment is just too high.
All right, so you don't want to put any cash down.
Right.
Okay. Please recognize this. When this number here goes down,
Mm-hmm.
these numbers here are all going to go up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But look, we're going to do it your way. When it comes to cash down, do you just not want to put it down, or you just don't want to part with any cash right now, period?
Don't want to part.
Okay. This is going to be $45, so 72 months. So this payment right here, instead of $820 to $830, is going to be $865 to $875. Okay? So that's where we are with no money down.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
One of those payments, it's got to work for you.
I need it less.
Okay. You know, actually the payment is less for your vehicle. Okay? Do me a favor. Divide 2,000 by 50. Or 2,000 by 50,000. Actually, divide 2 by 50. Just 2 by 50.
Divide 2 by 50?
Yep. 4%?
Yep. Zero.
Just about 4%.
0.04.
Okay. Now, what I ask you to do is take the negative equity you've got here, and I divided it by the amount to finance. That means 4% of this payment right here is due to your old vehicle. So take 875 and multiply that times 96%. 875 times 0.96.
840.
That's the real payment for your Gladiator. The 875 is plus your trade. So you could do one of two things here. You can put down an additional $2,000 and live with 840, or you can keep that cash wherever it is and live with 875. Which one works best for you?
One more time.
One more time.
Neither one of that works.
Okay. All right. This is what you don't want to do. You don't want to pay $875 a month, correct?
Correct.
And by the way, I don't blame you, except if you don't, you won't get the truck of your dreams. However, this is going to sound crazy, Dave. You're really not going to pay $875 a month to drive this Gladiator. You're going to pay significantly less, all right? Well, what do I mean? Because I'm still going to ask you to make an $875 a month payment to a lender every single month. But you're not going to pay $875 to drive it. Look, everybody knows that trucks and cars depreciate. They really don't depreciate much right now, but sooner or later, they're going to depreciate, right?
Right.
Everybody knows that, but what everybody doesn't know is every time you make a payment to a lender for a truck, you're building cash value in that vehicle. Literally, part of this is coming back to you. Right now, you think you send $875 to a lender, you never see it again, right? That's not the case. Because when you make that 70-second payment, okay, what comes back to you in the mail a couple of weeks later?
Title.
A title. Only it's got one name on it, nobody else's. No lender's name on it. It's called free and clear. So you've got no payment and you've got a free and clear asset. Now the question I've got for you, you're paying $43,000, but it's a $53,000 vehicle, okay?
Right.
Literally. What do you think this $53,000 vehicle will be worth 6 years from now? If you use it like you intend on using it, you don't do anything special, but you don't crash it, you don't trash it either.
30 grand?
I think that's probably conservative. We'll use 30 grand. Do me a favor, divide $30,000 by 72.
416.
416? Dave, do you know what that 416 represents?
Money coming back to me?
Metaphorically speaking, every time you send a check for $875 to the lender, on the way, $416 is flowing right back to your title.
Right.
Okay? Literally. So, when I said you weren't going to pay $875 a month to drive it, I meant that because when you take $875, subtract $416 from it.
459.
Dave, in your wildest imagination, did you ever dream that you could drive a $53,000 Jeep Gladiator for $459 a month? I'll need your okay right there and a check mark right there, or a check mark right there.
Damn it.
Okay. All right.